Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. The Hornets have a major opportunity to get a statement tonight at home against the 3-2, number 13 ranked UCLA Bruins. UCLA has been Westlake's kryptonite for years. Since season 12, the Hornets have only lost 4 games. The national championship a few years back against Fresno State when John Cummings dropped the ball was one of those losses, but the other 3 came to UCLA in seasons 12, 13, and 14. Westlake did not get to play UCLA last year in season 15, so the Hornets in that span are 0-3 against UCLA and only have 1 loss against everybody else in that entire time frame. That is pretty remarkable. UCLA at quarterback is led by CeECEE Vaughn, former Westlake Hornet. Vaughn and Anthony Cortez III were in a tough quarterback battle a year ago. Cortez won the battle but got hurt in the national championship game in which CeECEE Vaughn subbed in and helped Westlake beat Michigan. Vaughn is on the other side today. He has not been great this year, 6 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. UCLA has lost 2 in a row to undefeated Cal and undefeated BYU. The Bruins have another very tough test today against the number 1 ranked Westlake Hornets. But UCLA is mad. They're frustrated that they've lost 2 in a row, and they'd like to beat Westlake yet again. 2nd and 12, Vaughn is intercepted. His first pass of the game is a Westlake pick 6 for Florentino Phoenix. That's one way to start the football game off. CeECEE Vaughn returning home where he played last season, and the first pass of the game that he throws is not only an interception, but a defensive touchdown for Westlake. So the Hornets, within not even 30 seconds, will take the lead. Look at this little studio update here. Rutgers barely beats Tulsa. The Scarlet Knights are 6-0. Imagine if we have a Westlake-Rutgers national championship. That'd be kind of funny. Other notable games include Alabama barely beating Wisconsin and Illinois defeating the Hoosiers of Indiana. So UCLA has it back. Their first drive was kind of bad. We'll see if this one is any better as Vaughn on 2nd down is sacked. Noel Payne brings down the quarterback. CeECEE Vaughn does not look good up to this point. I know we're only a minute in. It's not time to jump the gun, but he has been a little bit shaky. 3rd and 13, a nice throw by Vaughn, but the receiver is unable to get a foot in bounds. So Westlake gets the stop. Now we get to see AC3 and the offense. Not a great start for UCLA on the offensive side of the ball, and defense does not get off to a great start either as Matt Miller runs for a 15-yard gain. So far, so good on this possession for the Hornets. 2nd and 2 now. AC3 fakes the handoff, looking to throw it. Cortez scrambling to the right side, has an open Noah Cox deep and overthrows him. AC3 had a few really shaky passes last week in Westlake's win over Western Kentucky. 3rd and 2 now for the Hornets. Cortez going deep for Kadarius Franklin, who dives into the end zone for a touchdown. I think Kadarius Franklin has been Westlake's most consistent receiver this year. Yeah, guys like Isaiah Thomas have had really good moments, but Franklin's been the go-to target. Westlake now up 14-0 as UCLA starting to do some damage on offense. There's a nice gain for Jelani Carter, and the Bruins quickly have it in the red zone. It seems like UCLA is slowly but surely starting to figure things out. Vaughn gets it to Johnson now, finds the hole into the end zone, and UCLA will quickly answer. It's John Johnson. What a name, with the touchdown, and the Bruins cut the lead within 1 possession. Westlake is still looking good, but I suppose UCLA will make this game competitive through the first 5 minutes. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case. I don't really know why CeECEE Vaughn made that pass. Lamar Gallagher loses 3, and it is now 3rd and 13 for the Hornets. Cortez is joined by Chase Holly in the backfield. He's going to scramble to the left under a lot of pressure. Just goes short for Franklin. He does not get much, maybe a few yards, but nothing more. Franklin has looked pretty good today, but was unable to get that first down. So UCLA gets the stop, and now it seems that things are starting to turn up a little bit for the Bruins with around 30 seconds left in the quarter. CeECEE Vaughn with a nice throw for Smith. I have no clue what Justin Graves was doing on that play. It continues to be a disaster of a season for Justin Graves. He has continued to play very poorly this year. That'll do it for the first quarter. It was all Westlake to start, but UCLA appears to be getting back into the right direction. The Hornets currently lead 14-7, but I do think some of the momentum is starting to switch a little bit towards UCLA. 2nd and 10, first play of the quarter. Vaughn is sacked. Jabari Achebe brings down the quarterback. 2 5-stars in Westlake's recruiting class a couple years ago. Obviously, Achebe has flourished now as a redshirt sophomore, but Vaughn, he is no longer on Westlake, as we all know. Maurice Kendrick does get the first down reception, so that'll keep the drive going for UCLA. Nice throw from CEECEE. Following play, he hands it off for Jelani Carter, who has a few blocks, gets by Phoenix, and the ball is out! What a hit by Choko Onwosu! And Westlake recovers. It's the big guy, Noel Payne. Right when things were turning up for UCLA, the true freshman safety, Joko Onwosu, who's been one of the most impressive players on the defense this year, forces another fumble. I think that's already his 3rd of the year. I mean, he can absolutely lay the boom. The booth will not review the play, and Westlake gets it back. Matt Miller starts the drive with the ball. Not a great start as he loses 4. Wrapped up by Will Lee. Westlake does not have great field position here. They started at the 14. Now they have it backed up at around the 10. 2nd down now. Cortez, what is he doing? A very dumb decision to toss it. Ball still alive, and Westlake does pick it up. That was close. A near disaster from Anthony Cortez III. He should have never tossed that. And there were a bunch of players dogpiling for the ball, but John Thompson was able to make the play. And then on 3rd down, Cortez just tries to quickly get rid of it. He probably should not have made that throw. Should have just tried to throw it away. Westlake is backed up inside the 5. That punt was nearly blocked. And UCLA is going to be starting their drive inside the 25. So it's almost as if the turnover was really not that big of a deal. And UCLA with as good a starting field position as you can really get. Vaughn fakes a handoff for Carter, going deep for Hoffman, who is wrapped up by Florentino Phoenix. Still a nice catch for Kurt Hoffman, and UCLA is getting close to the goal line as they try to tie it up. 3rd and goal, toss for Jelani Carter. He gets stopped. Lou Burt's-Roy, who had a pick 6 a week ago, brings him down. Roy's had a really solid season other than the one play against Arkansas where he fumbled on his potential scoop and score. So UCLA is unable to tie it up on this drive. They do take the field goal, bringing the lead down to 4 as the Bruins continue to make this game closer. Again, this one looked like it could have been a Westlake blowout early, but the Hornets have struggled the past few minutes. Here's a nice run from Tazewell Hubbard, who's been quiet today. Hubbard had his worst game of the season last week against Western Kentucky, which doesn't say a whole lot because he's been spectacular all year. 2nd and 11, AC3 scrambling, has open running room, dives for the first down. What a run by Anthony Cortez III to keep the possession going. A little bit over 3 minutes left in the first half. Cortez again scrambling, trying to find somebody open. And it is Kadarius Franklin, who has been all over the field here so far in the first half, with 5 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown here in the first half. 3rd and 6 now, 2:33 to go. Cortez scrambling with it, going to possibly try to run for another first down. He does, still alive. Slides it around the 15-yard line. A great play by Anthony Cortez III. And Westlake is inching very close to the end zone. 1st and goal, under 2 minutes to go. It's Tommy Taco with the touchdown. And Westlake will bring it back to a 2-score lead. UCLA really had a nice stretch here towards the end of the first, early part of the second, but Westlake with a strong drive. They are back up by 11 points. But UCLA does have enough time to try to move down the field, make it a 1-score game once again, and that's not a great start. Winston Johnson reads the screen perfectly, and Jelani Carter loses 6. Winston Johnson continues to be very impressive this year for Westlake. He's been one of the few players on the defense who's actually played quite well. Another screen here on 3rd and 6, and Carter trying to fight for the first down. He does. That is disgraceful tackling by the Westlake defense. He should not have gained more than a yard or 2, but somehow he's able to get the first down, and UCLA keeps the drive alive. 2nd and 10, CeECEE Vaughn going to scramble with it. Vaughn slides before Winston Johnson is able to hit him. Down to 35 seconds left, not a lot of time left, as Vaughn going deep for a wide open man. It's Derek Smith who gains 22 yards. Clock continuing to tick. UCLA still has timeouts at their disposal, just choosing not to use them. Down to 20 seconds. CeECEE Vaughn looking to throw it. Taking a shot for the end zone. Kurt Hoffman had it. Good throw by Vaughn, but just a tad bit, a little bit too far. And that's not going to be a touchdown. 17 seconds now, 2nd and 10. Vaughn keeps it on the read option. Has the first down. CeECEE Vaughn into the end zone for a touchdown. And the UCLA Bruins will cut the lead down to 4 with just 12 seconds before halftime. A really good drive from CeECEE Vaughn, who started this game off poorly but has played a lot better as this one is going on. Westlake does not have a lot of time to do much damage, but maybe they could score. What a catch by Isaiah Thomas III. Only 7 seconds now. Westlake calls a timeout as maybe they can quickly get into field goal range. Cortez scrambling. He's going to get it to Franklin, who is tackled inside the 20 just as the clock hits triple zeros. So Franklin, now with nearly 100 yards in the first half, is unable to break away to score. 21-17, Westlake leads. I think the Hornets are playing better than the score suggests. I'm really impressed with Westlake, particularly on offense, but I don't think the defense has been all that bad. They haven't played well the past few drives, but overall the defense hasn't been terrible today. On to the second half, Westlake starting with the ball. Lamar Gallagher with a nice gain. A lot of high recruits visiting this week, including, I believe, tight end Omondo Odede, the #1 player in high school football. So Westlake wants to get Lamar Gallagher involved, show that they can lead to big games for tight ends, because historically Westlake does not use their tight ends a lot. Nice catch by Franklin, now over the century mark in yardage. 3rd and 3, Tazewell Hubbard with the first down inside the 10-yard line. A nice run for Hubbard, and Westlake is getting very close to making this a 2-score game once again. A really well-done drive so far for Westlake. 1st and goal, Cortez, a dot for Lamar Gallagher for the touchdown. And the Westlake Hornets will bring it back to a 2-score lead. A really nice drive from AC3, who has been really impressive in this game. Although CeECEE Vaughn is starting to play better, AC3 has definitely been the better quarterback today. 2nd and 9, Vaughn gonna scramble with it. Fakes the sack from Achebe, then fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by the right guard, Simeon McFarland, who runs for the first down. Are you kidding? Michael Hopkins had the strip sack, but McFarland, of all people, not only picks up the fumble, but gets the first down. That's pretty unbelievable. 2nd and 3, Vaughn breaks the tackle from Ingram, and he is off to the races. What a touchdown run for CeECEE Vaughn from 54 yards out, and it's back to a 1-score game. CeECEE Vaughn nearly turned the ball over on that drive, but instead, not only does UCLA pick up the fumble, but they get a very nice long touchdown run from CeECEE. And again, it's only a 4-point game. Cortez on first down, trying to get something out of nothing, but he loses 12. A bad play by Cortez. Should have tried to throw it away or just taken the sack earlier in the play to lose less than 12 yards. Joe Brooks, the linebacker, brings him down. Cortez a little bit shaken up, it looks like, after that sack, but he will stay in the game, which is good news for Westlake, because they do not want to be without their quarterback, considering their backup QBs are just wide receivers who happen to know how to throw. 3rd and long, Cortez with a great pass for Lamar Gallagher, who gets the first down. A really impressive showing so far for Gallagher. 2nd and 6, a little bit over a minute left in the third. Matt Miller up the middle just a little. He gets 14 yards. Another good game from Miller. That'll do it to the third quarter. Westlake still only up by 4. Both teams add touchdowns in that quarter. The Hornets appear to be in the driver's seat, but this game is not quite over yet. 3rd and 2 at around the 10-ish yard line. We'll see if Westlake is able to convert. Cortez going to scramble with it. Will he run for the first down? Will he find a pass? As he is tackled just shy of the first down marker. Cortez a little bit shaken up again, but he will stay in the game. 4th and inches. Westlake will go for it here. They punch it up the middle with the fullback, Jafredrick Hill, who does get the first down. Westlake will keep the drive going. Then on the next play, they lost 2 yards, so they're back at the 9. 2nd and goal. Hubbard joins Cortez in the backfield. AC3, a quick strike for Lamar Gallagher, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Westlake is back up by 2 scores. even though UCLA is playing better offensively, Westlake hasn't really had to worry because their offense has been very good too. 2nd and 10, screen for Carter. He gets pounded behind the backfield by Lou Burt's-Roy for a loss of 2. What a hit. 3rd and 12 now for UCLA. They are starting to panic a little bit with only 4 minutes to go, although I wouldn't be worried about the offense if I'm UCLA. The defense has been obviously concerning. Jelani Carter loses 2. I don't know why they ran the screen again. Noel Payne with a nice hit, and the Bruins elected to punt it. Interesting decision there as Westlake can chew clock, try to finish this game off. 2nd and 5, Tazewell Hubbard with the first down. What a move by Hubbard. Still alive, tries to back juke the defender. He is unsuccessful, but still gets a nice gain inside the 35-yard line, and Westlake is really looking good. UCLA going to have to start using some of these timeouts. Cortez hands it for Matt Miller. Miller runs around the defender. That could be the icing on the cake. Matt Miller with a 33-yard touchdown run. Westlake now leads by 3 scores with just 2 minutes to go. A big run from Miller, the killer. And Westlake is now up 42-24. Not looking good for UCLA right now. They are going to need pretty much a miracle to keep their long-standing win streak against Westlake alive. First down from the 20. CeECee Vaughn looking to throw it. Vaughn quickly up the middle for Mo Kendrick, who gets it nearly to the 50, somehow still on his feet, and is eventually brought down, fighting for every yard. UCLA pretty much needs a few quick passes and onside kicks. That's really their best bet. Vaughn on 2nd down, short throw for Carter. Breaks the tackle from Hopkins, but loses 3. Nice hit by Justin Graves. Hey, he did something good. 3rd and 13 now, 1:15 to go. Vaughn is incomplete. A nice hit by Jabari Achabe. Achabe has been really good today. One of his best games of the year. One of the best games of his career, if we're being honest. 4th and 13 now. This is the game. If UCLA does not get it, it's over. Vaughn looking to throw it. Has time. Going to take a deep shot downfield. It is incomplete. Broken up by Joko Onwosu. That was not great coverage by Graves, if we're being honest. But Onwosu was there to make the play. Clock hits 000s, and Westlake gets the win. They beat their kryptonite. If the Hornets can beat UCLA, you can do anything you put your mind to. 42-24 is the final. Anthony Cortez III was really impressive. 19 of 23, 268 yards and 3 touchdowns. Very efficient day throwing the ball for him. He has still not thrown an interception yet. Matt Miller, 18 for 133 and a score, 54 more for Hubbard. Matt Miller is really turning into the lead back that I expected him to be at the beginning of the season, but Tazewell Hubbard still is a very integral piece of the offense. Kadarius Franklin, big first half, quiet in the second half. Lamar Gallagher, though, really impressive. One of the best games of his career. 6 catches, 68 yards, 1 shy of the magic number, and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Thomas with 10 pancakes. Holy cow. So that's what he was doing instead of catching passes. He was a blocking menace today. My goodness, I can eat a lot of pancakes in one sitting, but I don't think I can do 10. Holy cow. That's wild. 3 tackles for loss for Lou Burt's-Roy. He was really good again. Sacks for Hopkins, Achabe, and Payne. Florentino Phoenix with the pick 6 to start the game. Forced fumbles for Hopkins and Onwosu. The recovery by Noel Payne. Quiet game for Zebediah Phoenix. He did not attempt a field goal. Did go 6 of 6 on his extra points. CeECee Vaughn was all right. Did not throw the ball as well as AC3, but he passed it fine. 17 of 24, 151 yards and a pick. But running the ball is where I was really impressed with him. 11 carries, 114 yards, including that 54-yarder and 2 touchdowns on the ground for CeECee. So that'll end today's game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Westlake 6-0, finally beating UCLA. I'm out. Peace.